Hey, and welcome back to Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures. When was the very last stagecoach robbery of the Wild West? Well, stay tuned to find out. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video on the very first stagecoach robbery, which happened way back in 1856. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it right up here. But what about the very last stagecoach robbery of the Wild West? With the introduction of automobiles in the early 1900s, the stagecoach began its slow demise from American culture, with the unofficial end of the Wild West era occurring when Arizona, the last continental territory, achieved statehood in 1912. Stagecoach travel all but went extinct. But in some places, remote places, stagecoach travel was still active. One such remote location was Jarbidge, Nevada. Jarbidge was a small town, if you can even call it that sprung up following the discovery of gold nearby in 1909. It sat about 100 miles north of Elko, Nevada. There were no automobiles in Jarbidge. Horses and wagons were the main modes of transportation. There was only one road into and out of Jarbidge, and only one way to communicate with the outside world, the United States mail stage. Fred Searcy was the stage driver, and he made round trips between the rail station in Rogerson, Idaho, to Jarbidge, Nevada, delivering mail and company payrolls, and subscribing to Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures on YouTube. December 5th, 1916 was payday for the miners, and an eager crowd waited patiently for Searcy to arrive at the post office. A blustery snowstorm raged on, and the stage was late in arriving. After several hours, the postmaster reached out to a woman who lived along the route, about a half a mile from Jarbidge. She told the postmaster that she had seen the coach drive by with the driver huddled up with his collar pulled up over his face. A search party was quickly formed, and later that day they found the coach hidden behind a patch of trees. The driver was found slumped in his seat and almost completely covered in snow. They first assumed that he had frozen to death, that is, until they saw the hole in the back of his head and powder burns on his scalp. Fred Searcy had been shot at a very close range in the back of the head. The searchers found the unopened mail bag, but also found that the second pouch, the payroll containing $4,000, was missing. P.S. That's over $112,000 in today's money. Quite a take, eh? They also found a long, heavy black coat, and inside the pocket was an envelope with an almost perfect bloody palm print on it. Investigators were able to link the coat back to a man named Ben Cool, a drifter who had been passing through working odd jobs. Lawmen found Cool along with two accomplices in a rooming house. In their possession was a .44 caliber pistol believed to be the murder weapon.
But Ian, this is a .44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Ben Cool was the first to be tried. Experts were able to match the bloody palm print found on the envelope to Cool. This was the first time that palm print evidence was used in a U.S. court. Cool was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. He was given the choice between hanging and firing squad. So go ahead and pause the video now and leave a comment down below. Let me know, which do you think he chose? Go ahead, I'll wait. He ended up choosing the latter, firing squad. But after numerous appeals, his sentence was commuted to life, and he almost made it to life. He was paroled in 1945, but died within 1 year from consumption. As for the $4,000, it was never recovered. It was not on the assailants when they were captured, and they never disclosed its whereabouts, despite multiple offers to reduce their sentences if they gave up the information. Some believe the assailants stashed the payroll deep in the Jarbidge wilderness. If you'd like to look for it, the area around Jarbidge is almost as isolated as it was 100 years ago. There are no paved roads within 20 miles of town, just like it was on the night of the last stagecoach robbery in the American Wild West. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and ding the bell for notifications. And in the meantime, I'll catch you on down the trail. And to all my viewers, I hope you have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve celebration and a very happy and healthy 2024. And in the meantime, I'll catch you in 2024.